a very warm welcome to a weekly series where our students showcase the progress of having their papers published in international journals. So, this is the journey where a student becomes or crosses its path of from a student to a researcher and then to a real world practitioner. Let's see who we have with us today to start out with this discussion. So, we have with us Yogesh Thakur, who has completed B Farm and also has experience of working as a Python developer and data engineer at Call Health, which is a medical domain company. And he had completed his course with us in data science as well as in AI. And he is going to talk about or have this discussion with us on this paper titled Forecasting Apparel Sales Using Time Series Models and Machine Learning Techniques for Cost Effective Procurement. So, hi Yogesh, how are you doing?
Yeah, hi. We've been doing fine. How are you?
Great, man. So it would be great if you could take us through the project scope as well as the architecture of this project.
Yeah, sure, maybe. Yeah. So the project is all about forecasting for an apparel sales. So the business problem is the client, an apparel retail business, is facing challenges accurately predicting future sales for various product categories. The inability to forecast demand accurately leads and such as overstacking, understacking. So we have designed a high-level solution which includes completely automated system to forecast the sales by region level, state level, and outlet level. So the main objective of this project minimize the inventory holding costs and avoid stockouts or excess stocks while developing this automation system. So there are few constraints from the business side as well. So apparel sales are heavily influenced by seasonality, summer or winter collections. And the model must scale across multiple apparel categories, regions, and time periods, daily, weekly, and monthly as well. So we have come up with the three success criteria, which includes business, ML success criteria, and economic success criteria. So the main business success criteria includes client satisfaction, which will be the model predicting values need to match the exact values in the real time as well. And the ML success criteria to get the map less than 10. And for the economics, it should obviously to increase the revenue and the customer retention. So, yeah, can you please come down, maybe? So this is the architecture we have designed for the automation for apparel sales. So we have followed a fundamental way of CRISP MLQ, which is standard fundamental way for data science project. And so we have received from the data from the customer database, and we have stored the data in our local S3 bucket from where we have done our ADA part. Then we have used different ADA techniques. Then we have stored the data in the database, and we have done pre-processing on the data set, and we have done model building. First, we have processed with the traditional model building like ARIMA family, then switched it to a moving average as well. So as those models are perfectly not fit to the data, then we switch it to advanced models like XGBoost, XGBoost, and random forest. So according to the data set, according to the statistics, according to the pre-processing steps, so we have decided to go with the XGBoost model. So where we have achieved the map value which is less than 10. So then we have saved the best performing model, and we have automated it, and we have deployed the model using the backend as Flask and the front end as the Streamlit. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Can you come
Wonderful,
down?
wonderful, Yogesh. And I believe this is the model output. And
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
from what I know of the forecasting solutioning, okay,
Yeah.
I know that it is going to be a lot challenging. The
Yeah.
amount of data that you have to handle,
Yeah.
the number of models that you have to go, the different kinds of tuning that you have to do. I know it's going to be challenging. And
Yeah.
when was this point where you felt, okay, this is going to be a success?
See, when we have tried the models, the traditional forecasting models like ARIMA and SERMA, we have achieved the MAP, which is 50-70%, which is
Mhm.
not at all correct. So
Right.
when we jump in the advanced models like XGBoost and random forest, for random forest we have received 30%. That is not at all suitable. So
Mhm.
when I'm trying this XGBoost, so we have
Mhm.
received, we have achieved the MAP 10%. Then I failed. So this is the best.
Mhm.
After done hyperparameter tuning, we have achieved made to 8. So approximately 92% accuracy, and it also matching to the real-time values as well.
Right.
Then I realized it consistently across the key product categories and location, the values are matching.
Right.
That is the only point.
Okay. So when you started out with the random XGBoost or boosting models, you thought,
Yeah,
okay, we have a chance,
yeah,
and you also it made sense to you both on the visual front as well as the mail.
yeah,
Right. Now,
yeah,
you would have also got a lot of challenges, right? And what were the mitigation strategies? Because we have students here who would be watching it. We also
yeah.
have our YouTube viewers. And now, what were the strategies or mitigation strategies that you follow to overcome those challenges?
Yeah. So as we receive the data from different regions, includes different countries as well, like Nepal and Bangladesh. If I'm considering region locations like Hyderabad, the
Hmm.
situations may not same in Delhi or else in Mumbai. So,
Hmm.
okay. So when you're doing EDA, which exactly in seasonality and trends and
Hmm.
missing and inconsistent data and scalability. So these are the main points where I have faced a lot of challenges for seasonal trends. So we have used advanced ML techniques as well
Hmm.
to overcome those challenges and issues. Yeah,
Right. Now, you have you are experienced person here, okay, with the
yeah,
projects and everything, in comparison to the newbies who are joining right now, or the YouTube viewers who might be thinking of joining us.
yeah.
What are your suggestions or tips that you can share with them?
Absolutely, absolutely. Vipin. I will give. So first thing will be focus on understanding the domain before modeling. And the
Mhm.
second part will be never ignore the data pre-processing. It's 80% of the work. Okay. And the next one will be start simple, just analyze the solution, then
Mhm.
step into the code level. Okay. And the last one will be validate your model with the real world business metrics, not just accuracy is just a number. So
Mhm.
whenever you develop ML model, you need to cross check with the real values as well. So these are the four fundamental suggestions I will give to the persons who are jumping into the data science domain.
Wonderful, wonderful, Yogesh. And it's been really great to have you here, have this very technical discussion. And thank you so much, Yogesh.
Thank you so much.
So you've heard it from Yogesh friends, as well as a bunch of people who have come and shared the experience of having their paper published in international journals, where they always talk about the fact that domain understanding, okay, ensuring that the pre-processing is done in very depth, as well as these analysis happens in very depth, and also to start simple. That's a very good point which Yogesh has raised, where you don't start out with anything very complex and then you break it down, right? It's always has to be simple. You have to concentrate on the domain understanding part as well as the pre-processing, because that's where you get the hints from to enhance your models. So it's wonderful talking with Yogesh. Now let's continue about why 360 digit MG and why you should join 360 digit MG. Now, see, you've heard from Yogesh as well as a bunch of other people of how they have begun from very different careers. Like we have Yogesh, who has started out, uh, completed his graduation in B Farm and has successfully shifted over his career to data science or in the data field. Okay. Now, how are we doing it? What is 360 Digit MG providing you to have that successful career change or successful uh, transition from a fresher to someone experienced through our projects or through our student projects which you're doing? Okay. Now, here you have this hands on mentorship that you get in the projects as well as in the training, wherein the trainers are no one but the people who are actually working on the projects. So, whoever is working on the project is going to take your trainings too. So, whatever challenges, difficulties, learnings that they gather from the projects is actually trickled down to the students. And when you go to the project section to their project part two, you would be having the helping hand there, where they'll not spoon feed you, but they'll give you suggestions in where you can make the changes, how you can move forward, and all that. And with the help or with the tie-up that we have with AiSPRY, you're going to have real-world AI projects, traditional machine learning projects, data analytics projects. Okay, and along with that, you also have this excellent support that you get. Okay, if you're really putting in the effort, there is ample guidance that is given to you to have your papers published in international journals, as you have been seeing throughout this series that we have every week. Now, after you complete your projects, you have your papers published in international journals, you have the experience of working on projects, you have the technical know-how as well as the practical implementation, understanding of the models and everything. Okay, it becomes easy for you to get placed. Okay, and there would be also support from our side where we share you details about from our clients, from our vast alumni network that we have. Wherever there is an opportunity, we'll give it to you, and you have to utilize that opportunity. So that support would be there from 360 Digit MG, and it's a wonderful opportunity for you to get skilled, you to be enabled to get a job. Okay. Now, in addition to that, for people who are watching, you have these wonderful free tools that you can get. You can easily access at 360 Digit MG website. So we have the mind map, ML architecture assistant, resume optimization hub, and animated learning. Now, out of all this, okay, each one of these have their own specialties. Mind map is for a very quick reference to understand the entire process, to have something which you've already learned and you have to check, okay, this is so for a reference, you can use mind map. ML architecture assistant is where you can quickly create a very high level architecture without a lot of effort, okay, or time is not required that much. Resume optimization hub is where you can give your resume, the job description for which you want to apply for, and check the compatibility score for that particular job description with your resume. And there itself, you can make changes to the resume too, and add also a covering letter. Animated learning is for the Gen Zs, okay, who want data to be some kind of attractive, the flow has to be understood. So we have this GIF files, videos that we have been putting out for all of the topics that we have in data science, in artificial intelligence, in data engineering, in data analytics, and a bunch of other topics which you'll find in animated learning. And this, all the tools are available absolutely free when you visit a website at 360digitmg.com. And we have this wonderful offer going on. And this month would 27th, that is, or this month would be the end where you can afford this 50% off for data science certification program. And you can reach out to us at 1-800-212-654-321. And you can send out a mail for your inquiries at inquiry@360digitmg.com. We have our offline presence at Hyderabad, Bengaluru, Chennai, and our franchisee locations in Pune, Bhilai. Now, other than that, you can reach out to us at LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And happy learning, friends. It was a great time that we have spent today.